evening and we're off again on another camping trip, except this time we've got a whole week off. And inexplicably, neither of us have ever been down to Cornwall, have we? Ever. So we're going to go to Cornwall. We're going to make a quick detour into Dorset to go to the Jurassic Coast again, because we do like a bit of fossil hunting, and apparently there's been a massive landfall, hasn't there?
Yeah, the biggest one in 5 years, I think.
Yeah, so lots more fossils to be found. We won't find them obviously, but you know.
Yeah, so from Dorset we're going to head into Cornwall. We're not convinced about wild camping in Cornwall. We've heard a lot of things about it being quite difficult. So we're going to stay on the campsite, certainly initially, until we've had a look around and we see what's what for ourselves. So there you go.
Our first overnight park up is this lay-by on the A358, just before you get to Chard in Dorset. We've stayed here before on our way to Charmouth, and it's nice and wide and quiet, and there's even a small catering van open from 7 AM every morning if you fancy a bacon butty or something for breakfast. No bacon butties for us though, as we're off here, the beach car park at Charmouth. £5 for all day parking, which is pretty reasonable, and it's right on the beach, so super handy for fossil hunting. The weather seems to be clearing up a little bit. Certainly the heavy rain stopped. It's a bit drizzly now and a bit foggy, which I think is the forecast for the rest of the afternoon. So we're going to chill out for a bit longer, and then we're going to head out and see if we can find any fossils. The tide's going out, so that should expose some, but I've just had a look and there's already loads of people out there around the new landslide. So it's rather wetter and windier than the last time we were here, which is miserable for picking fossils up in. There's the landslide just there, so it's very close actually to the car park. So we're going to see if we can find anything. Got to be a bit careful here, as there's still some rocks and muddy clay falling from some of the cliffs. So we're a bit dirty. It's actually not that cold, is it cold? We're a bit dirty, and I reckon we've had enough. There's not a huge amount around actually. Whether we're just doing it wrong, I don't know. But we haven't found very much. Tide's coming in, and we don't want to get cut off when it reaches the landslide further down the beach there. So we're going to head back now, have a wash, and then think about having something to eat. That's the first time we've been to Charmouth and not found anything decent. So we'll cheer ourselves up with a nice tea, which is fish and chips for Claude and cheese pie and chips for me from Long's Fish and Chips in Bridport, and very nice they are too. Our second overnight park up is another lay-by, this time off the A30 just into Cornwall, outside Pennyfant. It's nothing fancy, but there are toilets, picnic tables, it's level and there's plenty of space. It's a perfectly decent spot to chill for the rest of the night.
Are we going to?
We've just left that overnight stop just into Cornwall, which was fine actually, wasn't it? Yeah, it's quiet, really considering it was a busy main road. It was perfectly adequate, and then
The main reason we chose Treen Farm Campsite is that it's really close to some of the main attractions in this area, right on the southwest tip of Cornwall. And in particular, we wanted to be near Pedna Vounder beach, which is supposed to be one of the most beautiful beaches, not just in the UK or even Europe, but in the entire world. So it's quite a grand claim, so we shall see if it lives up to it. The rain stopped and the sun's out, and so we make the most of it and head straight for the beach. Cornish pasty of the trip.
Veggie, not really.
What do you think?
Well, it's veggie. Could do some meat.
Oh. So, for a veggie pasty, what do you think?
It's alright.
Just alright? Fair enough.
What do you reckon, Tim?
Pretty nice, isn't it?
I was talking about the pasty.
Pasty nice too. With what? Wow, that is stunning. All we have to do now is get down to it. The trek down to the beach provides lots more opportunities to take in what is a really extraordinary view. Made it down to Pedna Vounder beach, and it really is absolutely breathtakingly stunning. It's indescribably beautiful, actually.
Well, try, Tim. Come on, try.
there are no superlatives to describe how beautiful this place
really,
is.
It's really pretty, but very, very hot.
It is hot, isn't it? Actually, for what is it, May the 7th?
Yeah,
and a rubbish forecast. It's absolutely roasting down here, but it really is absolutely stunning. In the distance there you can see one of the other beaches here, which is Porthcurno, and in the cliffs there you can see the Minack Theatre, So once we've taken in as much as we can of the magnificent Pedna Vounder beach, we're going to take a walk that way. Porthcurno beach is much more accessible, which of course means it's a bit busier. It's still lovely though. Now to climb up to the Minack Theatre. Well, the theatre's closed to the public, so we can't get to see it. So it's one last look at the view and then back to the van for tea, which is going to be noodle soup. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks nice.
That's good.
What?
Yum.
Yeah, delicious.
Good.
What you got there, Timmy?
Maltesers.
They look nice. Did they get left in the van? Get left in the van in the sun?
Well, I'm just going to have to eat them all, aren't I?
I guess you are.
Yeah. So that's the end of a rather splendid day, which we thoroughly enjoyed. Thanks for watching.